I am a coffee addict? You may be asking yourself, how on earth can a 16-year-old be addicted to coffee? Every day, I'll have a hot pour over in the morning, iced Americano at lunch, and finish the day with an espresso shot after dinner. Growing up, I used to hate everything about coffee. I remember walking downstairs to the smell of my dad stirring his instant coffee in his mug and thinking to myself that I'll never have this grown-up drink. But as I grew older, I started to appreciate coffee after my friend Eleanor introduced me to the gateway drink, the peppermint mocha. It tasted just like hot chocolate. I never knew that coffee could actually taste good. I tried my best to recreate the drink at home, but with limited success, without an espresso machine or the right syrups. So I got a job working at a local pastry shop until I could afford the cheapest espresso machine. I worked tirelessly to recreate the drink until I cracked the code, and I could finally make the best peppermint mocha. But my addiction didn't end there. I continued to improve my skills and upgrade my setup until I needed a bigger coffee station. So I built a workstation in the basement with a mini fridge from my sister's old dorm and a shelf I found in the back of my storage room. I kept using my paychecks to improve the station piece by piece until the basement corner wasn't enough. So I expanded into the workroom. Who needs tools when you have coffee? As my station grew, so did my love of coffee. The taste, smell, and process gave me something to look forward to in my busy teenage life. But this addiction didn't just give me my morning caffeine. It has also connected me with so many important people in my life, like my dad. We can never talk about the soccer game he was always watching or the piano piece I was always working on. Our interests never really merged. But coffee gave us something to work on and appreciate together. He began adding the pour over bit by bit to his morning routine when he realized his instant coffee would never be as good as a well-crafted cup.
Slow it up.
Coffee bridged the gap between our interests and gave me a relationship I'm grateful for every day. My mom, sadly, is an avid tea drinker. While the relationship with my mom hasn't been because of drinking coffee together, she's the reason I could do all of this. Let me explain. She opened her own small business during COVID to help kids through the college process. Seeing how hard she worked for her passions showed me that I can do anything if I truly want it and put in the work. She's the one that told me to get a job to pursue my interest. Without her, I wouldn't have wanted to step outside my comfort zone and try new things. Both of my parents have fully supported me in my pursuit of knowledge. Coffee has also connected me to one of my best friends, Taylor. Our relationship really started when I'd have her come over to try my new concoction, and I'd wait for her approval. She'd introduce me to new coffee shops, and I'd introduce her to new coffee drinks. As our relationship grew, so did my love of coffee. Anytime we'd hang out, it always ended in a cappuccino or iced Americano. Whenever I look back at our friendship, it always goes back to our shared love of coffee. Now, as my speech and debate team is sluggishly piling into cars at 6 in the morning, my car knows they can count on me for the caffeine they need. This little drink has connected me with so many important people in my life and given me real relationships I'm truly thankful for. We've all experienced these connections with coffee, and it's been designed that way. If you look at the history of coffee and coffee shops, its purpose was always to connect people and ideas. Early coffee houses in England were seen as places of social change and some societal gathering. Many revolutions were even started in these coffee houses. According to Mike Pendergrast, an independent author and scholar, in an interview with NPR, coffee creates egalitarian places, coffee houses, where people can come together. And so the French Revolution and American Revolution were planned in coffee houses. These revolutions wouldn't have occurred without a space to meet and discuss ideas. While coffee has started these political revolutions, it's also started my own personal revolution with my family and my individuality. I'm the youngest of 4 kids, so I was always put in my siblings' activities. I was the bench warmer on the soccer team, which my dad coached. I walked across the basketball court, and I was picking dandelions in right field. I always felt compared to my older siblings because I just did what they did. I was always called my older brother's name because we looked alike, or compared to my track star sister for my cross-country coach. I was always Charlie's younger brother or Grace's younger brother, and not just Henry. But coffee gave me an interest that was uniquely mine and showed me what I wanted to do with my life. Gaining my individuality through coffee made me my own person. Now I'm finally participating in the activities I actually enjoy. Clearly, coffee's been an important drink for me, but coffee is one of the most important and social drinks in our society today. According to the National Library of Medicine, 75% of the US population drinks coffee. While not everyone takes the time and has spent the money that I have on coffee, it's a global drink that we can all relate to. Whether it's in the break room at work or in line at a coffee shop, coffee's become a break from our lives, a chance for conversation. It doesn't matter if you don't know the latest news or the newest show. Coffee connects us. In the age of the internet and online communication, why are these connections so important? We're social creatures, but social media doesn't give us the same feeling as a real connection. You can talk to anyone from across the world with the click of a button, but real face-to-face conversation is still important to our mental health and well-being. In a study done by Hong Kong professor Paul Lee in 2011, the internet for interpersonal communication is not the same as offline face-to-face communication in enhancing the quality of life because of the absence of nonverbal cues, lack of warmth, and less demand for engagement. As people, we need real connections to survive. Texting, emailing, or talking over the phone doesn't give us the real conversation we need. I know how addicting phones can be. I spend more time on my phone than I do on my schoolwork. Like this guy over here. I think he's been on his phone my entire TED Talk. But social media doesn't give me the same feeling as a real connection. I've always overthought a text message because of a lack of context. I mean, we've all experienced when our friends just respond with, "Okay." Social media has resulted in me losing my emotional voice and overthinking basic conversations. So I've used coffee to try to overcome my social media addiction, to ask my friends to go to a coffee shop to grab a cappuccino or go do our homework. We've all heard the phrase, "Want to grab a coffee?" It's never about the coffee. It's always about the conversation. It's a phrase that gives us an excuse to talk. The coffee has nothing to do with it. This unsuspecting drink, beans soaked in water, has become such an icon for connection. So I hope you see that coffee isn't just a drink. Coffee creates new ideas, starts conversations, it opens minds. Coffee's been important to me in my life because it showed me who I was and what I wanted to do. The relationships and connections I've gained from coffee, I will always be thankful for. So next time you're in line waiting for a cappuccino or pumpkin spice latte, take the time to appreciate how this little drink connects us and how enjoying everything you do will brew up a great life.